Hi Pisces, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers, welcome. We're going to ask our spirit guides today about loving energy that may be around you at this time, or any loving energy that may be coming into your life. So let's call in our spirit guides and see what they have for you today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What do you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have feelings. Okay. I'm going to say the feelings are deeper than you know. It was definitely a feeling of the feelings are real, they're saying. Maybe you're questioning, does this person have any feelings? Maybe there's somebody that you have in your mind right now, and you're like, do they have any feelings? They're real. They're saying they're real. So we're going to start with that. I have memories, thinking about somebody. Okay. I have contemplation. Yeah, definitely have somebody on my mind. So this is coming into me as I have definitely been thinking about somebody. And let's get another one here. I'm letting go. So I'm having a hard time letting go. The feelings are real. Maybe they're just asking you to continue to let go so that they can help you to move on. Let's see what the messages are. Maybe you just need kind of a ray of hope that, you know, something else is around the corner. But the feelings are real. You know, you're allowed to feel whatever you're feeling at any time, of course. Spirit, continue to let go, they're saying. Okay, so continue to let go. They're not asking you to wait. They're not asking you to look backwards. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Knight of Pentacles. Loyalty is a priority. That is probably something that interfered. Loyalty is first, they're saying. So if that's something that you said, I've got to have loyalty, they know that. They know, they're bringing that to you. I have a Four of Swords. Just take a rest, take a break. 10 of Wands. That came into me as it's not your responsibility to think about someone else. It's a feeling of you could be worrying about them. Okay, you can be wondering if they're struggling, if they're hurting, if they're okay. It's not your It's not your job to take care of them right now. It's your job to take care of yourself and only yourself. I have a Knight of Swords. So this is coming into me as walking away from the drama that this person has caused. It is a sense of, can we walk away? This person's caused a lot of drama. This person's caused a lot of damage of some kind. And maybe you keep thinking about that. Maybe you're struggling with just the ongoing drama, something like that. I have a King of Wands. I have a Fool. They have a new beginning. I have a World. After you've healed, okay, keep that in mind. You're going to have to let go of the drama. You're going to have to separate yourself from the battle. Because if you've got somebody that, for whatever reason, you still have strings attached to them, like you're raising a child together and they're always causing trouble, then you're going to have to try to do the best you can to separate the two. You know, that I'm no longer in a relationship with you, but my relationship now is just to raise a child with you. You know, so maybe you have to just kind of redirect that energy somehow. I have a Nine of Cups. I'm going to say that you being able to move on is happening. Okay. Maybe you've really, really struggled with this person causing lots of turmoil in your life. But I do feel this hope. I got to tell you, I feel this incredible hope about this new beginning. And I also feel just, I want to say big changes. You know, you walk away from the drama and your life turns, you know, the drama's kind of turning your life upside down. And this next relationship that comes in puts your life back together, if that makes sense. Okay. That it puts your perspective on life back together, that people can be healthy and happy. People can respect each other. They can be loyal to each other. That this person, I like the word, their key word here is practicality, that this person can live in the real world and do things that they're supposed to do, like pay bills, show up on time, renew their auto insurance, you know, do things like they're supposed to, you know, like a grown-up does. Yeah, they're saying no more babysitting. So you must have had somebody that you had to take care of. You had to do everything. This is a new beginning. This is ready to move forward. This is somebody who has a good head on their shoulders. I also like the world because it's sharing with me more of a feeling of another phase in your life. And it could be another long phase. Maybe the relationship that you walked away from was a long time. It could have been many, many years. And you had a lot of history with that person. So this could be another big phase. Okay. It could be like the next big phase of your life. And that's probably what's happening, is you're ready to start this kind of whole new path, and Spirit's helping you with, you know, continuing to move on. You know, sometimes we need some help to keep reminding ourselves that, you know, life can change and life changes for the better. Spirit, please share with me. I have a killer whale, number 34. Perseverance and determination brings you the results that you're waiting for. I'm not giving up. Okay, I'm cutting strings. I'm getting rid of drama. I'm walking away from the battles that I don't want to fight, because I have to heal. And when I do that, that is when this new phase in my life begins. That is when Spirit brings me this person who's practical, who is got a good head on their shoulders, who's living a normal life, so to speak. So it tells me that there had to have been somebody in your life that had just too much going on, you know, whether it was toxic, narcissistic, drug addictions, alcoholism, or all of the above, they just said. So it's, you know, being with somebody who you can live a normal life with. I have the Nyx, the number 22, calm waters reflect clearer images than rough waters. Yeah, you are changing like dynamically. Okay, that the relationship that you had was probably filled with drama and turmoil, and now what they're bringing you is calmness, and they're removing you from the whitewater rafting to the serenity lake. Okay, and they're giving you this peace and serenity for the first time in your life. And maybe you're not used to it. You could be used to just always going from one crisis to the next, because that's how you had to live with somebody else. And now you have somebody who doesn't live in that kind of world. They pay their bills on time, so therefore electricity doesn't get shut off. Okay, they get car maintenance, so therefore their car doesn't break down. You know, so you're not used to not having crisis, and you're going to have to get used to having that normal life. I have a great sea serpent, number 39. Enthusiasm helps you to achieve the impossible. Be excited about this new phase of your life. You've earned it, Spirit just said. You have, you know, you've kind of, I don't know. It's your turn. I'm going to say it that way. How about it's finally your turn to be happy? It's finally your turn to to have something that everybody else, or what you thought other people have, you have it. Okay. Not that we want to compare ourselves to anybody else, but if you have other people around you and they look like they lead pretty normal, happy, healthy, successful relationships, then it's finally your turn to be in one of those, as opposed to being in a turmoil, driven, white water, rough water energy. So they're bringing you out of that. Your next phase of your life, let's do it this way. If the first half of your life was very difficult, the second half of your life is going to be beautiful and gorgeous. I have justice. It could even be another marriage. It could be, for some of you, the first marriage, your second, like night and day between your first marriage and your second marriage, something like that. I have a star. Everything that you've ever wished for. I have a 6 of Wands. And I have a Hermit. So this person is pulling you away from loneliness. It just came into me as you won't, for those of you that are single, you won't be alone much longer. And maybe that's like a timeline kind of a feeling. So maybe they just want to reassure you that this person is coming. Okay, that they're bringing you away from this hermit, and this is a feeling of they capture your heart. You know, you capture their heart, and then we move forward. You know, it doesn't feel like it's a difficult relationship to start. It feels like the hardest part that you struggle with is with, I just can't be in the kind of relationship I had in the past. I just can't do it again. I'd rather be alone. And I don't blame you. I have a Lover's card at the bottom of my deck. Thank you, Spirit. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. Now, I got to tell you, and your life is about to change very quickly. You've got a beautiful soul connection coming in. The first relationship, or the last relationship that you had, just was too difficult. It just feels like it was too difficult. I feel like I had too much, they're saying too much at stake, for one thing, whether it's kids or a home or, you know, paying bills together or something like that. So I had nowhere to go. Maybe I felt trapped. And also this feeling of, I didn't want to be there anymore. And this feels like I want to be here. It feels like I know my life is shifting. I know my life is about to change. I'm ready to enter into this next phase of my life. And I want to be here. I do. So they're opening up this kind of door for you. So you're not going to be alone anymore. Gorgeous. Let's see what else they have for you today. Spirit, please share with me. I have a flying fish. I'm breaking away. I'm breaking the limits. I'm breaking out of my comfort zone. I'm trying new things, they're saying. Okay, I'm not the same person that I used to be. I've changed. I have a shark. I'm now fearless. Nobody is going to take advantage of me ever again. Nobody is ever going to control me. Nobody's ever going to tell me what to do or what to eat or what to wear, right? So some of you have gone through some of those things. I have an octopus. I'm smarter than you think. And I feel like I have my hands in a lot of different things to keep me safe and to keep me sane, whether it's my spiritual energy, my family, my relationship, my kids, my mental health, how I take care of myself. So I have my hands in a lot of different things so that I'm healthy and I'm constantly healing. And that feels good. I have the seagull's call, communication, spreading my wings. Somebody reaching out to you. Somebody making that call to start communicating with you. And I also feel like we're flying in the same direction. We're going to both be flying in the same direction. We're both going to be headed in the same direction. I'm going to say it that way as well. Beautiful. Spirit, what else do you need me to know about this connection? I have an Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, an 8 of Swords. I have a Hanged Man. And I have a Chariot. It came into me as I struggle, meaning you, with letting somebody in. I'm just making sure it's the right one. I just want to know for sure it's the right one. I get it. But you're going to know because you're going to feel this heat, passion, chemistry, a fire lit up inside of you that you haven't felt. It could be as simple as a crush feeling. It could be as simple as I'm infatuated with this person. I can't get this person off my mind. But you do want to move forward with it, and they want to move forward with it. So that's what's important. And the one thing about the wands is if you look close, they always have these little baby leaves coming off of the wands. So there's always this behind the scenes feeling of these, it's going to grow. This is just the beginning. This ace is being handed to you as a beginning. And it's going to grow, and we're going to move forward together. But you're not going to move forward with somebody unless it's the right one, because you're not going to put yourself in a vulnerable situation that you were in the past. You're just not going to do it. You're smarter than that. I have a King of Pentacles coming in, and I have a Queen of Air, Ace of Pentacles. You've got somebody who has value. I'm just going to say value. You see their value. You see their worth. You see high value. So that tells me you're high value. It tells me that you are at a certain level, that you're not going to settle. You're not going to be with somebody less than. You're not going to be with somebody that you would be embarrassed to be with, or ashamed to be with, or you feel like you've got to take care of them again. Yeah, there's a feeling of I want to be with a grown-up and I'm tired of taking care of somebody else, so I'm not going to do that again. But this person has high value, so you're not going to have to worry about those things. I'm going to get some love messages. These could be messages around you now, or they could be future love messages. So we'll capture them. We'll own it. We'll claim it. We'll put it out to the universe. Spirit, please share with me. I am seeing you in a whole new light. I see the best part of you is how that just came into me. That I see you for who you are. I see your strengths. I see how positive you are. I see this high value person. I see all that you've been through. So this person is going to know everything about you. I want you to put me first. And I think this person, this king, is going to say absolutely. And they're going to say in reverse, I want you to put me first. And you're going to say absolutely. So you've got your partner. You've got your partner who's going to be your equal. You got your partner who there's going to be a give and take. And we're going to share and do it together. I love everything about you. I want you in my life. Marry me. There's a part of me, for those of you, not everybody's had a marriage already, but for those of you that have had a marriage, it feels like a second marriage. Or if you had a very serious first relationship, like somebody that you lived with or even engaged with, it feels like this is the one that you commit to. I want to walk into the sunset with you. I want to grow old with you. I'm so stressed out. I have been stressed out with my past. I have always struggled with how I was treated, or why did I go through that? You're not there today, Spirit's saying. So you have to just focus on where you are today, not with what you went through. I will be calling you soon. You won't be alone much longer, is what they said. So if this isn't in your life yet, we're going to use this as, we're just going to hold on to soon. Okay, we're just going to take that and own that. let's put this out to the universe. It feels amazing. It's totally different than a last relationship. And I guess maybe we needed to hear that. But it's a very loving, very strong connection. And I feel like it's a new phase for you, which is more important. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame and Soulmate channel for some additional love readings there. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you all again real soon.